This conference will now be recorded.
In the previous session, we started developing a detail page button in the opportunity object. Now go to the buttons, go to view fields, go to the buttons, go to buttons, links and actions. Okay. And now go to what is our button name? Information context display, right? Click on this button. This button internally using this visual code space. Suppose we want to open this visual code space. Now I am using developer console. Go to the developer console. Go to the developer console and go to file. Okay. Go to file. Open is there. Open resource is there. Okay. Anyone. Okay. I am trying to using open resource and select this one. It will open our visual code space. I'm also trying to open an Apex class. Okay, this is my Apex class. We are trying to opening an Apex class. Go to file, either open or open resource as our wish. Go to here, display. This is my class. Open this corresponding Apex class, and that is called the controller. Okay, that is called the controller. In this class, what we are doing? First, we are trying to taking the current record ID. We are trying to fetching the current record ID. Okay, current record ID. Which record we are working? That record we are trying to getting. Go to here. This record we are trying to getting. Any record, current record ID we want to get. This is the syntax. Apex pages dot current page dot get parameters dot get of ID. We are getting the current record ID. That current record ID we have to store into one variable. Okay, so this is the variable name. The variable names are as our wish. Okay, whenever we are trying to declaring a variable, we have to specify the data type. Right here we are trying to specifying the data type as a string. Generally we will use the string data type. Generally we will use the string data type. Then the next one is based on this current record ID. We have to fetch the current record information. We have to fetch the current record information. Why we have to fetch the current record information? Because of we need this account name field. We need this account name field. So to fetch any field the corresponding value, to fetch any field and the corresponding value, we will just go and use this current record ID. So here we are using query select ID name type account ID. Here account ID I am using. What is this account ID? Is nothing but account name is a label name, and the API name is nothing but account, and it is a lookup field to the account object, and that is a standard field created by the Salesforce. That's why we are using account ID. From opportunity. Okay, so it will give all opportunity record. It will give all opportunity record. I don't want all opportunity record. We want only the current record, right? That's why here we are using where clause, where id equals to colon. This is colon current record ID means it will give the current opportunity record ID. From the current opportunity we are trying to fetching account name type field plus ID. Okay, we are trying to fetching all this information. Then the next one is what is my basically what is our requirement? We want to display the context. Which context we want to display? Here we have one account is there, right? That account context we have to display. How we are getting this account name? See, opportunity record dot account ID. So for this account ID, some contacts are there. Thus that contacts here we are trying to displaying, and in the where class we are using account ID. This is a relationship field between account and contact. This is a relationship field. Here we are using opportunity only because of we are guarantee how many records we will get as a result. Here we are not guarantee how many contacts are there. That's why we are using list. This variable we are trying to making it as a instance variable. We are trying to making it as a instance variable, and we are trying to displaying those records by using page block table here. So but here what is the problem? It is not a problem. So the data, go to here, information context display detail page button. The data is displaying like this. The contact records are displaying like this. But my client is expecting we have to display the records in this format. We have to display the records in this format. So we have one checkbox is there, and the next one is contact record information, opportunity record information. So we have to display the data in this format. We have to display the data in this format. That is our client is expecting here. Our client is expecting in this format. Okay.
రమేష్ గారు
నాకు తెలిసి అప్పుడు నా లైన్ పోయినట్టుంది.
Hello. It is my problem only. It is my problem. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now coming into our task. So here you have to observe. So our requirement is in the single row. This is a single row, right? This is a single row. Okay, in the single row, we are trying to displaying a checkbox, plus we are trying to displaying contact record information, plus we are trying to displaying a opportunity record information. Opportunity record information we are trying to display. Okay, so we are trying to displaying more than one object information, one object information plus checkbox in a single row. We are trying to displaying more than one object record information plus checkbox. Then which concept is suitable in the Salesforce is nothing but we have to go with the wrapper class. We have to go with the wrapper class here. So we are writing a wrapper class here. Wrapper class is nothing but it is a class, but that class we can write inside another class. Inside another class, wrapper class or inner classes, we will call it as a wrapper class or inner class, we will call it as a. So here we are trying to writing a wrapper class. So that is normal class only. So my class name is nothing but public class name. And here what we have to write? So the first one here is nothing but a checkbox, right? What is the data type for the checkbox? Checkbox data type is nothing but a boolean. So this is a variable name and it should be a public and getters setters. Then the next one is which record information we have to display. Contact name, contact phone, right? So that's why here I am taking contact record. So I am trying to declaring one variable. That variable data type is a contact. That variable data type is a contact. Here we are trying to declaring one more record information, that is nothing but opportunity record information. We are trying to declaring a variable and the data type is nothing but opportunity object. So these are my variables, these are my variables. Now we are clear, right? In the single row we are trying to displaying checkbox, that's why this is, and we are trying to displaying contact record information, that's why this is, and we are trying to displaying this record information, that's why this thing. Okay, so whatever we are trying to displaying, that type of fields we will define here, that type of fields here we will define here. Now coming into here the constructor, public constructors here, this is a constructor. Here what are the variables are there? Boolean, and the next one is contact, and the next one is opportunity. So here we are putting some different names here, different name. So it will take the data from the user. It will take the data from the user. That data here it will assign into this particular variable. In the previous session we discussed, right, the same thing. See, public class A, this is my class. Okay, in this class I have one constructor A. See, this is my constructor public A, this is my constructor. Okay, in this constructor I am trying to declaring to any variables, integer I, integer j. Okay, now on the top I am trying to declaring another variables, integer k is equals to l k, and the next one is integer m. Two variables we are trying to declaring. Now suppose I am trying to creating an instance for this particular class, new a. Okay, new a. While creating an instance I will pass the data here, 10 23, some data, any data I will pass. Whenever we will pass this data it will go to the I and it will go to the j. Then what I and j it will do? First we are local, to this particular method, we are local to this particular constructor, we are local to this particular constructor. We have rights, to perform anything inside this block, only. Suppose you want to perform outside, then you have to declare some variables. I will assign to that particular variable, k is equals to I. So user is trying to calling this constructor. While calling the constructor is providing the data 1023. Okay, 1023 is providing, so he will provide 10 and he will provide 23 here. So I and j, what it will do? It will assign that data to the instance variable. Why it will assign the data to the instance variable? Because of the visibility of this particular variable is within this constructor. I want to use this variable outside of the class or outside of the constructor, outside of the constructor, outside of the constructor. So the same process here. Here you have to observe. Suppose any person is trying to calling this wrapper class, he will create an instance, right? While creating an instance, he will pass the data. That data we will take, and that data we are assigning into this particular variable. Why we are trying to assigning? We will use in somewhere we will use this data, not only in this constructor. Somewhere we will use this data outside of the constructor, That is the concept. So in the previous session we discussed that one. Now coming into here. Okay, 1 second. This is our class, right? 1 second. Yeah, here also construct wrapper class is there. 1 second. Yeah, this is normal constructor. This is a method. Okay, this is a method. Now there is no use. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. Now this is my wrapper class. Okay, this is my wrapper class. Okay, we are preparing the wrapper class. Okay, this is my wrapper class. My client is expecting in this format one checkbox. Okay, contact record information, opportunity record information. My client is expecting in this format. So we created one wrapper class. Which format we created? The same format we created it. Boolean variable, contact record, opportunity record, and this is a constructor. We are taking the data from the user. That data we are trying to assigning into this particular variable, right? Now we have coming into line number 9. Line number 9, what we are getting? We are getting contact records. On the top of this one we are getting opportunity record. On the top of this one, line number 8, we are getting an opportunity record. Now based on this context we have to create one row. See, we are getting a contact records. How many contact records are there? It doesn't matter. Each and every contact record, for each and every contact record, for each and every contact record, we have to create a wrapper record. We have to create a wrapper record. In that record, checkbox plus contact record plus opportunity record, right? Plus opportunity record, right? Plus opportunity record. We have to create, okay, here we have to create a wrapper record. This is called a wrapper record. So how many contacts are there here? How many contacts are there? 10 contacts are there. For each and every contact we have to create a wrapper record. This is one contact here. This is one contact record, right? For this contact we have to create a checkbox plus contact record plus opportunity record, right? This is one contact. For this contact we have to create a checkbox plus opportunity record information. So this is one contact, checkbox plus some other information. So this is called one wrapper record. We have to create a wrapper record. So what we have to do is take each and every contact record. So how many contacts are there? Take each and every contact. See, take this list of contacts. From this contact, go to here, contact CT. Okay, contact CT. I'm taking each and every contact record. So for each and every contact record, we have to create a wrapper class, right? We have to create in this format. See, you have any questions, let me know. We are line number 9, we are getting contact records. That contact record we have to display to the user. Finally, our target is that contact record we have to display to the user. But while displaying to the user, my client provided one format. This is my client is expecting. In this format, checkbox is there. Okay, contact records are there, plus opportunity record is there. In this format only we have to display. So that format already we prepared the template, right? We will prepare this template, right? Now what we will do is I will take the first contact here, contact wrapper CP is equals to CW is equals to new contact wrapper. While creating an instance, this is a boolean, right? Boolean is by default it is a false, right? Checked means true, unchecked means false. I am taking false, and this is the contact record CT. See, this is a contact. Now we want opportunity also, right? This is opportunity record. So this is first record. This is the first record. So now this first record, what I will do, I will just go and do display to the user, right? We have to display to the user, right? So instead of displaying each and every record, we have to make it as a list and we will display the list, right? Now go to here. I will write once completed. You have any questions, let me know. List of contact wrapper class. See, contact wrapper. Okay, getters, setters. Then the next one is we have to create an instance for this one. Contact wrapper is equals to new list of contact wrapper. Here, list of contact wrapper class. Okay, then for this contact wrapper we are trying to adding here CW. This is finally our code. Suppose we want to display in this format. This is our final code. Here, this is our final code.
What is that CW, sir?
Yeah, I will explain. See, what is CW here? You have to observe. This is a contact wrapper class, right? Okay, this is a contact wrapper class. 1 second.
Oh, where we are storing all those values. Okay.
We are storing all these values. Here you have to observe. We are getting line number 11. We are getting contact records, right? For example, 3 contact records are there. Here you have to observe 3 contact records are there. So we are directly displaying those 3 contact records to the user. But my client is expecting, boss, I want in this format. I want one checkbox, then your contact record information, then opportunity record information, then the second checkbox, This is the second contact record information, opportunity information. Then this is the third checkbox. Third contact record information, opportunity record information. My client is expecting one format. So that format we prepared. Where we prepared? Here we prepared. Here we prepared one constructor, we prepared one class, we prepared by using wrapper class concept, we prepared. My client is expecting. My client is expecting in this format. So in that format only we prepared one template. That template technically we will call it as a wrapper class or inner class. Okay. Now we have a template. Now I have this contact records. We have this contact record line number 11. We have 3 contact records are there. First contact record I will take. How we will take? For loop only, right? List of contacts. So contact, this is a data type and this is a reference variable. For I'm taking the first contact. First contact we have to prepare in this format, right? In this format already we have one template, right? Go and create an instance. Contact wrapper class is equals to CW is equals to new contact wrapper class. While creating an instance, you have to pass the data. Boolean means it is a false, right? Initially it is false, right? This checkbox either true or false. This is a false, right? This is false. Now what is the next format? Next format is this current contact record, right? Yes. What is the next one? Next one is nothing but opportunity record information, right? Yes, we created one wrapper record, right? This record we created, right? This record we created. Now we want to display this record to the user, right? We have to display this record to the user. So how we are going to display? So we have to go and add this record to the list. We are defining one list. In this list means what? Collection of records. Collection of records. So here line number 4 we are trying to declaring one variable. Public list contact wrapper class with this class name. We are trying to displaying. This is my variable name. So and now here we are trying to creating an instance. Here we are trying to creating an instance. Contact wrapper is equals to new list of contact wrapper class. Okay, new list of contact wrapper class. Okay, so now for that list we are trying to adding first contact record we are taking. That contact record we are preparing a wrapper record. How we are preparing? By using this template. While creating an instance, we have to pass our data, and this contact record we are trying to adding to this particular list. So first contact record we created contact wrapper and we added to the list. Now coming into the second one, the system it will take the second contact record. Yes, for the second contact record again it will create this one. Okay, again it will create this one. So we are trying to creating one more wrapper record is equals to new wrapper record false contact opportunity record, and we are trying to adding this one. Now the next one is third contact record. So the third contact wrapper it will create and it will add to that particular, it will add to this particular list, it will add to that particular list. Finally we have this list. Now we are going to display that list to the user. Once we displayed, you have any questions we'll discuss. Okay, now finally we have this list. This list is there, right? Now we want to display this list. How to display the list? Page block table only. I'm just taking this contact wrapper. I'm taking this contact wrapper. Go to contact wrapper. Second. Go to my Visual Force space. Okay, go to my Visual Force space. Second. Let us say this one. Yeah, now go to my Visual Force space. Finally we have one wrapper list. That list we have to display to the user. How to display to the user? Finally come into the page block table only. This is my page block. See here, same thing, page block table contact wrapper, this one only, right? Finally we are storing the data into here, right? Into here only, right? Now coming into contact wrapper, so here I'm using V, right? V. Then what is the first one? V, right? What is the first one they want? Checkbox, right? Checkbox means what is the reference? Contact wrapper is for which is the reference for this one? This is a reference for this one, right? This is a reference for this one. Coming into here. So this is the reference for this one. See, V dot is selected. Okay, V dot is selected. Then the next one is we have contact record, right? In this contact record, v dot is selected, v dot contact record dot name, and the next one is which one we want to display, v dot contact record instead of contact I'm trying to display opportunity record dot name, and here opportunity record dot stays name. I'm commenting this one. We will see the output, then we will discuss. Okay, then we will discuss. Then we will discuss. I'm trying to saving this one. Maybe I have confusion here. We'll discuss. First, we will see the output. Okay, first we will see the output. Go to here. Go to my opportunities. Go to my opportunity. Click on this test. Go to here. Click on this button. Click on information contact display. Opportunity stage names. Here S subject row was retrieved via SOQL without querying the requested field. What does that mean? Already we discussed. Go to opportunity. So go to the opportunity. In opportunity, you are not writing stage name, but you are trying to displaying. Okay. And in the contact also, I'm trying to adding the phone number, whatever the fields we want, you will just go and add it here. Okay. Now coming into here again, opportunities. Go to here and click on information contact display. Now see here, name is coming, right? Contact name, opportunity stage name, but here it is not coming with the checkbox, right? Here it is not coming with the checkbox. Then how here it is coming? It is coming false. Boolean means true or false only, right? True or false only, right? So what we will do is apex column, okay, apex column header value is equals to primary. See here, header value is equal to primary. I'm just first putting header here. You have to go to opportunities, click on this one, click on information contact. See, header is came, right? Header value. Previously there is no header, but for this one, why it is header means this is a standard field. These are the standard field or custom fields, right? That's why Salesforce automatically it will do. This is a boolean. It's not related to our Salesforce field. It's not related. See here, what I'm trying to say is this is boolean is it's one variable, and the remaining things are this is contact object and this is opportunity object. That's why the system automatically displaying the corresponding label names here. The system automatically displaying the corresponding label name here. Okay, see here, apex column value is equal to is selected, header value is there, right? I'm not using anything. Then what system it is doing? It is not displaying any header. Here you have to observe. Go to here, refresh this one, go to here and click on information contacts display. See, there is no header. For this one header is there, for this one header is there, for this one header is there. How for this one here it is coming, but why it is not coming in the sense means these are contact objective fields. These are opportunity objective fields. This is not the field which it's not related to any Salesforce object field. This is just Boolean variable. For example, observe here. This is a Boolean variable. This is a variable, but this variable is related to contact object. This is also a variable, but it is related to opportunity object. So now coming into here, so first we need an header value is equals to primary. Header value is equals to primary. Try to save this one. Okay. Now go to here, refresh this one, click on test and go to information contact displays. Here header is coming, right? Primary, name, opportunity name, stays. Suppose we want to display phone number, we go to here, contact record, phone number we want to display. First we have to include in the SOQL query, then coming into here contact phone number. Suppose we want to include some other field from opportunity. Which field we want? Opportunity type. Okay, opportunity type. Now go to here, click on opportunity, go to here, and information. See here, everything is fine, right? This is contact record information, this is opportunity record information, right? And here you have to observe, here you have to observe, see, here you have to observe. Okay, this is a primary, but here we need checkbox, not like false. We need a checkbox. Then how we will get a checkbox is nothing but, how we will get a checkbox is nothing but go to here. See, I am trying to closing apex column. In between, we are writing one checkbox, apex colon input, input checkbox here, input checkbox. Value is equals to, value is equals to is selected. Remove this one, remove this one, remove this one. Value is equal to, remove is equals to value. See here, this is finally our target. 1 second. Apex column under value, try to save this one. When here we have to observe the system, it is saying you are using input checkbox, you forgot to add apex form, so we have to add apex form. Apex form, I will explain once again. First we will see the output. Here apex form, try to save this one. This is our final output. Suppose we want to add the buttons, yeah, we will add later. First we will go to and see the output. Go to opportunities, go to test, click on this one. See, now it is clear, right? This is primary, this is one header. Now go to Visual Force Space here. This is a tag, right? Apex column header value is equal to primary. Why we are using header value, but for this tag we are not using header value? Means this is a contact record, contact object fields. That's why the system automatically it will display name means name, phone means phone. Here name means opportunity name, stage name stage, type means type. Automatically the system it will give the header. But here this is a boolean variable. Boolean variable coming into our apex class. Here you have to observe this is a boolean variable. It's not related to any Salesforce object. It's not related to any Salesforce. That's why here we have to use header. That's why here we have to use header value is equals to primary. Header value is equals to primary. See, this is true, this is false. By default we need false, right? By default we need false. That's why in the apex class I am mentioning as a false here. I am mentioning as a false. For example, I will mention as a true. Let's see what it will happen. Finally try to save this one. Finally try to save this one. Now here also try to save this one. Here while preparing a wrapper record, here you have to observe while preparing a wrapper record, here we have to use false, but here I am using true. Let's see what it will happen. Go to opportunity and click on this one. Go to information context. See, by default it is checking all the things, right? So based on our client requirement, my client is expecting you have to add it as a false. You have to add it as a false. By default, we have to make it as a, by default, we have to make it as a false. So that's why I will just go to here. I will just make it as a false. Finally, try to save this one. Finally, try to save this one. Now coming into your opportunity, go to here, go to here, information context display. Now this is final one. This is final one. Coming into apex class. Now coming into apex class. This template, you have any questions? Any questions while preparing this template? You have any questions? Okay, let me know. You have any questions this template? So why we are, this is called wrapper class or inner class? Okay, why we have to prepare a wrapper class or inner class is my client is expecting in this format. My client will give, but we have to display the data in this format. So how we are going to get that format is nothing but by using wrapper class. So first you want a checkbox, right? Checkbox. So boolean variable, and this is a variable name. Then the next one is contact record information, trying to declaring a variable and trying to declaring a variable. So and here opportunity record information. Finally we'll just go and write a constructor. While writing a constructor, you have to take how many variables are there here. This data you have to assign into this one. This is my template. Finally we prepared one template. Template is nothing but technically we will call it as a wrapper class. Now coming into here, I have I have 3 contact records. Line number 11, we have 3 contact records are there. Now we are trying to displaying that contact directly by using page block table. My client is not accepting because you want the contact record in some template format. Yes, for that template, what a client wants, that template we prepared one wrapper class. Now these contacts I want to move into that wrapper class. How to move? First go and create an instance for that particular wrapper class. How to create an instance? Contact wrapper class is equals to new contact wrapper class. So whenever we are using this line, it will call the constructor, right? The constructor, this is a constructor, right? Which parameters it will take? It will take boolean, right? The first one. That's why I'm using false. Whenever we will use the false, this is the false. This is nothing but true. By default it should be a false, so this is a false, right? Then the next one is, it is taking the contact record, right? I am taking this contact record. I have 3 contacts, right? First contact record we are taking, then the next one is this opportunity record information, right? Current opportunity record information. For each and every contact, the same opportunity only, same opportunity. So we prepared, we are taking this contact. For that contact, we prepared one wrapper record. We prepared one wrapper record, checkbox plus contact record information plus opportunity record information. Yes, I prepared. Then I want to show to the user. How to show to the user? Only this record is there I want to show, or any list of records are there? I am not sure whether one record or 2 records or 10 record, we are not sure. Then which concept it will come into picture? List it will come into picture. So first what I will do, I will just go and create one list, public list. While creating a list, we are trying to storing this wrapper class, right? This wrapper class, this wrapper records only, right? That's why here we are using list of contact wrapper class is equals to contact wrapper setters getters. Okay, and finally we are trying to creating an instance. Now I am adding line number 13. We are trying to preparing one record for this contact record. We are trying to preparing this wrapper record. That wrapper record we are trying to adding to this particular list. So see here, contact wrapper dot add of CW. Yes, we added this contact record. Instead of this contact record, we prepared one wrapper record. That wrapper record we added to this particular list. Now again it will go to the second contact. For second contact also it will prepare the second wrapper record. It will prepare the second wrapper record and it will add to this particular list. So for third contact record also it will add the wrapper record. So finally we have one list. Line number 4, we have one list. In this list all these wrapper records are there. Any questions or any confusion, you need any information, please let me know. Because of regularly we will use these wrapper classes, whether it is a lightning integration, displaying the data more than one object to the user, always we will go with the wrapper class. Just observe this, we prepared one template. My client is expecting in this template. How we know which fields we have to use? He is clearly mentioning checkbox we need, contact record information, opportunity record information. Yes, that fields we are writing. Then this is a standard contact wrapper class is there, right? Contact wrapper class is there, right? So constructor, and here we are trying to using the same variables and assigning this variable to this particular variable. This is the standard format only. Maximum these type of constructors they will use, the variables alignments also everything in the same way. Okay, whenever we are writing a wrapper class anywhere. Okay, so this is my template we prepared. Now we have contact records are here. This contact record we have to push into that template. So how to push the template? First we have to create an instance. While creating an instance only, I'm making it as a false contact record opportunity record. So this template it will take in this format. Yes, we prepared one template, one record we prepared. That record I want to show to the user. How to show to the user? Only one record is there or a number of records are? A number of records are. I'm not guaranteed. That's why I will just go and use here list. So list here we will just go and use. So list of contact wrapper. Here contact wrapper is equal new list of contact wrapper. To this contact record I am trying to adding to this particular list. Okay, first one, second one, third one, n number of records we are trying to adding to this particular list. So any question? See here, once again, what we are doing, I'm trying to creating a wrapper record, okay? And we are trying to adding to this particular list. Any questions or any confusion on this one?
Ramesh, what is it? Line number 6. It's like we are creating a list.
Yes, we are trying to creating an instance, okay? When suppose we are trying to adding the elements here, right? Generally, we have to create an instance, okay? Generally, but line number 11, we did not create it, right? That is a SOQL query, right? That's why we did not create it. See, for example, I will not create anything here. Let's see what it will happen. Finally, try to save this one. Generally, this is the best practice. Whatever is there, right? We are trying to, I will explain. Okay. Now go to your opportunities, click on this one, click on this information. See, attempt to dereference a null object. Here it is coming, right? Attempt to dereference a null object. So here what we have to do is line number 4 we created. Line number 4 we created. One variable we created, right? One variable only we create contact wrapper. Now the next step is in this variable we have to add the data, right? We have to add the data. So what we are doing is I am trying to creating one instance. Instance means we are allocating space here. This is a reference variable. So contact wrapper line number 8 as a result of line number 6 we are creating like this. Just declaring here, then we are trying we are trying to allocating a space here. In this space line number 14 is there, right? We are adding here, we are adding here, we are adding here, we are adding. Suppose you will not declare this one, the system it will show null point exceptions here. You are not attempting to dereference in null object. Whenever we are trying to declaring a variable like this, whenever we are trying to declaring a, this is declaration, we have to initialize. Is nothing but we are trying to allocating space. We are trying to allocating space for that particular variable. In that space I am trying to adding line number 14 we are trying to adding. Okay, but here you have to observe this is list of contacts, right? List of contacts also, if you want, you will just go and initialize this one. This is the best. Okay, is equals to new list of contacts, right? New list of contact, no problem. Suppose you will initialize or not, because of this is a SOQL query, right? That's why we did not initialize. This is not a SOQL query, right? We are trying to adding the data, right? This is a SOQL query result, right? That's why we did not created an instance here. But here we should create.
SOQL directly returns a list, so that's why we didn't declare it as a list. Whereas
Yes,
this variable, right? So it is not returning a list, so we are making declaring it as a list, and we are allocating the space and adding to it.
yes, perfect, Ajay.
Okay, yeah, got it. Thank you.
Any other questions on this class? See, any confusion thing is there? List we know, public we know, everything is we know, constructor we know. Inside this constructor, why we declared we know. What is this contact wrapper class we know. See, what is this template we know, right? So we have to go step by step. Okay. Any questions? Now we have a list. My list is nothing but contact wrapper class is there. My list is nothing but contact wrapper. Now we want to display to the user. Contact wrapper is there. We prepared line number 15. Line number 15. We have one contact wrapper list. Now we have to display those contact wrapper list to the user. We have to display those contact wrapper list to the user. How to display? How to display is nothing but we have to only option page block table. Go to the page block table. That is also a list, right? Whether it is a contact list or wrapper class list or some other list, it is a list, right? It is a list only, right? List means you have to go and use a page block table. Page block table value is equals to this one and variable is equals to v. See, variable is equals to v. Then see, page block table value is equals to this one. Contact wrapper variable is equals to v. This is no questions on this one, right? No questions on this one. Okay, no questions on this one, right? Then what is my next step? We want to display the data. We want to display the data in this. Now in this contact wrapper, what are there that we have to consider? This is a contact wrapper, right? What in this contact wrapper, this we have to consider. So now here line number 4, value is equal to contact wrapper. Contact wrapper is a reference to this one. In this C selected country, here these we have to consider. So apex column value is equals to see here, value is equals to, which one is there here? V dot is selected. Okay, close this one. Okay, is selected, close this one. And the next one is, which one we want? Contact record, right? Which one we want? Contact record only, right? Okay, so now take another column here, another column, apex column value is equals to see here, value is equals to v dot, which one we want? Contact record, right here, contact record. In contact record, which one we want? Which we queried? In the contact record, which we queried? Last name we queried, phone number we queried. That which field we want? I want a name here. Okay, and the next one is coming into your column, and the next one is apex column v dot contact record. This one is nothing but phone. So in the contact record, this is a contact record. In the contact record, which field we queried? Phone number we queried. Now the next one is nothing but what? Now go to here, apex column opportunity record is there, right? See this, now we want to display an opportunity record, right? Op record dot name. So in opportunity name, now I am trying to displaying op record dot stage name, right? Now go to here and you have to verify. I'm just commenting. Now whenever we are trying to displaying, we have to consider this list is selected in the contact record. From the contact record, these fields, from opportunity record, these fields, we have to consider this wrapper list. Finally we are preparing wrapper list only, right? So we have to consider that one only. Yes, now coming in here, now we will just go and see finally as a result. Any questions on this one? Any questions? Base block table, this is a list, this is a variable. Now in this variable, this is referring a wrapper list. V dot is selected, contact record dot name, contact record dot phone, this one. Now you will just go and see the output. Okay, step by step we'll go to and see the output. Go to here, click on this one, see name is came, phone number came, opportunity name came, stage came, right? But here there it is not coming with the any header, but here it is coming in the false, right? First we will go and write header. So why here header is not coming? Is selected is a variable, it's not related to any object. Here contact record object name, contact phone name, opportunity stage name, right? These are contact object field, these are opportunity object fields. Okay, now coming into here, I'm just adding header values here. Header value, this is one attribute. Header value, this is one attribute. Primary. Try to save this one. Okay, try to save this one. Refresh, go to here, click on this one. See, coming header is coming, right? Header is coming, headers are fine. Now I don't want like false like this. We want checkbox. How to get the checkbox is nothing but see, this is one, right? First here only we close this one. Here we close this one. Now I am just closing here. In between we have to write. So we need a checkbox, right? Go to here. You have to find apex input. See here, input checkbox is there. Input checkbox here. Checkbox value is equals to I'm just removing this one and I'm trying to taking this one. Finally try to save this one. Just remove this one. Okay, remove this one. Here, this is a checkbox, right? This is a checkbox. Checkbox means user will go to here, he will check it, right? 1 second. Okay, go to here, go to here, opportunity, click on this test, click on information contact display. See, user will check, right? Check, right, uncheck, right? This is nothing but we are taking input from the user, right? This is not input, we are just displaying. Here we are taking the input. When input means he will check or uncheck, right? He will check or uncheck. That's why here we have to use the form. That's why here we have to use the form here. So finally we are going to add buttons. How to add the buttons? How to add the buttons? We have apex colon command button value is equals to update. Okay, value is equals to update apex command button value is equals to cancel. Two buttons we are trying to adding here. Value is equals to cancel. Okay, value is equals to cancel. Try to save this one. Okay, try to save this. Now go to your opportunities, go to your opportunity and click on this one. See, buttons are coming like this, right? But I want in the middle. In the middle I want, and in the top also I want. Then how we are going to use these buttons? We have to add inside page block buttons. Then the system automatically it will display apex page block. See here, page block buttons. See here, sorry, apex page block buttons, page block, 1 second, page block buttons. Okay, page block buttons. And see, now copy this one. Now copy this one. Finally try to save this one. We are including inside page block buttons. Okay, now go to here. You have to refresh this one. Not refreshing, we have to go and take the latest. We have to click on this one. See, now it is coming, right? Update and cancel. Now our code is fine, right? Suppose I don't want on the top page block buttons. Location is equals to location attribute is equals to bottom. These type of examples only regularly we will use. Okay, in the classic version or lightning version, these type of examples only. When click on the button, I want to display with the check boxes some other object record information. What he will do, user he will come to here and he will select any one of this record, and that record we have to update not yet discuss, we'll discuss. User he will come to here and click on this update button. Cancel means I want to revert back to my opportunity page. Update means this opportunity record we want to update. That we'll discuss in the next session. Please let me know if you have any confusion here or anything. Okay. See this. Yes, sir.
For example, if you have right now the contact has the we have only 3 contact records. If how many records page the page block can hold, or how many can list in there? We can list in there.
We can display a number of records, but here the issue is suppose we are trying to displaying more than 1000 records. Number of count is not sure. Assume that like 200 or 300, now more than that. Suppose we are trying to displaying more than that, the system it will display one error message, like view state error message we will get. Okay, view state error message we will get. What I am trying to say is the list can hold any number of records here. Okay, but whenever we are coming into displaying, suppose you are trying to displaying more than 200 or more than 150, more records in a single page, then the Visualforce page it will display view state error. The solution for this one is we have to display the records single page like 20 or 30. We will go and implement the pagination concept. So here We can store any number of records here. We can store any number of records here. Okay, we can store any number of records, but whenever we are coming into display purpose, suppose we are trying to displaying like 500 records in a single page, the system it will display view state error because of I will not display these many records in a single page. The system it is saying I will not display these many records in a single page. You have to display these many records only. Then we have to go and implement pagination concept. Pagination concept is per page we will display like 50 records or 100 records. So suppose 500 records are there, means 5 pages. Here we will get a next button 1-2 pages like that. Okay, Nirmala?
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay.